Hi, welcome back. So as promised, I wanted to talk to you about, we'll have part two for my PTSD and me. The first part was just sharing my story, my trauma relived. It actually came to surface about 6 years or so ago, but I had suppressed it for about 30 years. And I had some things happen in between that particular trauma and afterwards. So, in the time that I actually received some help. So just as a reminder, for those of you who did not see part one, I just gave a small definition of PTSD, and I'm going to summarize it. It's not a military disease. So let me just dispel that myth. It's not. It's if anyone has gone through some form of trauma that really went untreated. So that could be the loss of a loved one. That could be some form of car accident where there was some kind of physical or mental trauma that happened to you. That you did not have treated. So you may have experienced overwhelming amount of depressions, because there are symptoms that PTSD that you can kind of look for. So symptoms like depression, anxiety, suicide thoughts, sometimes self-esteem issues, feeling, almost like a recluse, where you just kind of want to go, withdrawal symptoms, where you feel like you just need to withdraw from the rest of the world. Sometimes sleeping issues, those are some of the things that are symptoms of PTSD. So in my first installment, it was really just introducing PTSD, just really sharing my story, wanting to encourage someone that, hey, listen, maybe there's no one else you can talk to about it, and perhaps, here's someone being brave enough to say, hey, I've suffered from it, I still do, but I'm getting help, I'm getting treatment for it, and I'm able to live in society, I'm able to get out and about and do some things, and I don't always make the best moves, it's not always successful, but nonetheless, I've come a long way. So in my first installment, I didn't share with you one thing that, what has been the big, how did I overcome? And I haven't completely overcome. I'll tell you that it's a daily struggle. But I can say when I first started going for treatment, I was going like 2 or 3 times a week. And now I'm at, once every 3 weeks. That's huge for me. Before, I was not going, I stopped going to things that I enjoyed, like going out to concerts and stuff like that. I would not do it because it was just too big, too much. So anytime you see me in a crowded room, more than 3 people, it's actually a big deal to me. But I still do it. I face my fear every day. So this installment is to say, well, Maria, how do what type of therapy do you use in order to help you day to day? So what we use what I've used is called cognitive behavior therapy.